There's only one logical question to ask after scientifically determining the best girl in Fire Emblem. Who is the best guy?
Round one.
The first match of the tournament, we have Donald, represented by Kirby, to go against Ike, represented by who else but Ike? Boy Ike in this instance, because I got the wrong skin. Let's go. Donald is actually kind of showing up a bit more brutally than even I expected, and I got his stats maxed out.
Looks like we might have an assist coming in here.
Oh yeah, I called upon his sister, missed. Did he just walk up slowly and shield?
Oh, we got our first copy ability.
You just multi-classed into mercenary now. Oh my god!
Oh!
you can't just do that stock 2. Oh. That's not great.
This isn't a good looking situation.
No, it isn't. You just got oh no, that seems like pretty good. Yeah, pretty good combo ability there. Someone's gonna need to go and grab that clock if he wants to live on this. Or he just dies at 20. Oh.
That's just taunting, Ike. You can't just pull it out again.
Yeah. He's even cutting Donald in half in, like, the screen, because it's, like, cutting where his portrait is. To follow up to that, we have Frederick, displayed by Ryu, to go against Lon Ku. Both from the same game. We'll have to see if there's any bad blood forming between them. Frederick slowly backs up, making sure there's no pebbles in the way.
Oh my
no! Jesus Christ!
The brutal shield break.
Frederick is pretty quick to make these new alliances. He must really be going out of his comfort zone for this tourney.
This has really been an explosive start to all this.
Yeah? Speaking of explosive, oh, well, never mind. I'm not cool. That smash ball was like, get down, Mr. President.
Might be another game where it ends with final smash.
Doesn't look like that, and Frederick goes after that running away mercenary. Nowhere is safe. Actually, if Frederick has any say in it, everywhere is gonna be safe. Dude, these matches are fucking awesome.
They're quick, too.
We've got the Dark Cavalier from Nor going up against the Prince of Hoshida. We'll have to see where the two of them clash and how they match up against one another. Silas and Takumi, I didn't actually say their names. Fuck me. These matches have been doing all the commentary we need. To kind of fully clarify that all face characters are one of the... That was awesome! That is the third bomb Silas has blown himself up with, by the way. Oh, Takumi calls upon his older brother Ryoma, coming in to try and help as best he can. Yeah, that's in canon. Yeah. This is how a good representation of how Silas feels whenever Corrin isn't around. Takumi is really calling upon Fujin Yumi over there. Ah, yes, and Nor the parasitic leech starts to eat away at Hoshido.
Dealing heavy damage. I'm surprised neither one of them have died yet.
Takumi dies like 3 times in the game, so he can only, you know...
We have exactly 3 stocks on the field.
That's gonna be a death for Pip. He really didn't think that one through. He's so brash, he just wanted to go for something off stage, but obviously it got in the way of it.
It's gonna be the 3rd game in a row that ends with a final smash.
Sure is. I thought one of them would grab the star to keep himself safe, but don't need it. Apparently. Light versus Dark, we've got a priest going up against the Edge himself. Ozma versus Navarre. Throwing out some pretty interesting tactics. Navarre goes off stage as Cloud, beneath the ledge even. Of course, Navarre gets Shadow. This edgy doublet. Nice.
Oh, he's got the Rage Blaster. He wants Ozma to feel some of the pain that he feels every day.
Yeah. He'll never understand, so he has to feel it.
But actually, due to the aura mechanic, that might be a downfall.
Ozma's used to patching up other people, so he's not too good at healing himself up. So he has to be used to being at high percents.
Oh, all the edgy items coming out today.
Yeah. Nora's gonna have to go onto his blog later and talk about this one. Really?
The black hole of Navarre's soul.
Yeah.
Pulling in Ozma.
If he picks up a ray gun, we have to call it "It's Not Just a Phaser." Meanwhile, Navarre's friend Tiki is there to dance around. She's still banned though, so thank you. Somebody got her off the premises. Speaking of getting off the premises, Ozma gets knocked out, showing that, well, every once in a while someone just needs to rebel. By the looks of things, Elliewood here, displayed by Roy, is just trying to make sure that Roy can actually exist in his timeline, and as for Tobin...
Tobin is our first Echoes character at the tournament, and he's looking to get all the way to Alm.
Elliewood is obviously the more experienced of these two fighters, but even Tobin can counter a few blows if they're just coming out left and right.
Yeah, right now he's looking like he's in his villager class, but we'll see if he can get some promotions as he's going along. Ooh, that looks like a brutal first stock.
Yeah, there goes Tobin. I forgot his little Mac. He's not making it back.
Becoming littler, Mac.
I don't know why, but just, like, from what I know of Tobin, everything going unfortunately poorly for him is so funny. Oh, Elliewood goes down, and Tobin teabags that ledge, becoming a bit of a hothead now that he's faced his first actual defeat. He normally depends on Alm to watch his back, but looks like he's got to do it himself in this tournament. What?
What?
Is that just like an F smash? What? Okay. Oh.
Coming out here with the Royal Sword, trying to get something done. If one hit lands here, that could be the match.
Black Knight is a pretty effective person to have on your team.
Ooh, gets one nice slash off.
Tobin uses his aerials to get it out. Must be new to this class.
I think that's gonna be it. And Tobin showing his absolute determination to face Alm in the finals.
Does this mean Roy is dead?
Oh.
Oh, it's Gray. Look, there.
You know that Gray's black, right?
Roy versus Saber, because that's Roy.
Oh man, is Roy now in a Lucina kind of situation? Has to go back in time to save Elliewood? Avenge their father's death?
That's a good point, yeah.
And face Tobin next?
Maybe so. He'll have to face his father's killer, but to do that, he's got to beat Saber first. This is the final destination before Roy can get to his father's killer. He's bringing out all the stops. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Saber follows suit.
Ooh. Roy picks up the hammer. This has been a death blow for many people, but if it hits that explosive, the young lion finds himself soaring in the skies for a while. Oh my god!
Ooh.
That was pretty freaking good.
As a pirate, Saber uses the tides of the seven seas in order to deal some serious damage.
Ninian must not be his mom, because he didn't seem to know how to handle that dragon. What even happened? I was looking at the Pokemon trying to make a joke about them activating each other.
Oh, looks like Saber's getting his payday as a mercenary, but it's not quite in the way he wanted.
If things continue to go this way, the protagonist might have a bit of luck going forward, because Ike already ended up winning that first match, and he's looking pretty one-sided for Roy. Ooh. And with an up smash like that, looks like Roy is one step closer to his father's killer. Marth, the original Hero King and owner of the Falchion, is going up against Owain, the, well, self-proclaimed Hero King of the future. man, Marth is really showing that he's the true Hero King by he's a bit big-headed right now, you could say.
Marth has to beware, though.
He sure does. Ooh, sure you can. He's just kind of intense. Oh my god!
Once again, finishing it off with their signature moves.
You'll never defeat me.
Marth, ooh, I don't know if you really want to say that. It's a bit brutal.
Okay, looking at our next match here, Bowie from Fire Emblem Echoes is up, and as a natural mage protecting Celica, he should be able to have a pretty good matchup against who's our next contestant here.
After that, he's gonna have to go up against Oscar, who is a natural-born good boy.
Throwing out a fire.
Throws out the fire to try and keep Oscar from utilizing that power for himself. Must think that he's trying to do evil instead with it. Those of us that know Oscar know that he is too good of a boy to ever do something like that. It did not hit him. Like, I was thinking, what is Oscar doing shooting that in the wrong way? But it was all part of his plan.
Oh look, it's May.
Maybe they can pull this one through now, huh? Oscar just stood there and let Bowie take the free grab on him. Oh. Bowie's just throwing his banana around, but Oscar is a bit too quick to get hit by that one. Looks like he's gonna get the second final smash of this match, and we'll see if he goes for another nutty spacing on it, or if he just tries to combo into it or anything like that.
Subscribe to stay hydrated.
If you don't, you'll die of thirst in the desert, just like Bowie.
Exercise every day to help tone your body.
Oscar being supportive as always. Looks like Lord Leo's retainer, Niles, is going up against Kellum, who only just now decided to show his face. We'll have to see if he really brings himself to the fight this time. Kellum's a bit tired of just being an armored unit by the looks of things. He's trying to just use some magic that he found around the place. Burning that chicken alive, he must multi-classing him to cook. He's tired of Sully's cooking. Callum is really showing up. He's tired of hiding in the shadows. He's going all out, trying to make himself known, but wait, no, yeah, he's over there. That being said, Niles is trying to show that Fates really doesn't do anything, and burns the final smash. And his life! Interesting development here. It looks like a thief has broken into King Crom's castle. Gaius over there is trying to steal some valuables, but it looks like he was caught in the process. This is even like King DDD's like kingdom. You can't make that up. Gaius is trying to use a lot of his thievery techniques to his advantage, but well, he just gets 0 to death. Yeah, Crom is showing what it means to be a leader with our very first JB3 nearly commentator's curse.
He is a pretty sneaky thief, but I think that fits his character pretty well.
He is pretty sneaky. He's managing to hide all of his talent. Looks like they're both deciding to camp each other out with projectiles now, making it all the more interesting. Both at pretty high percentages. We'll have to see how this one ends. If Crom can get off that final smash, then things are just over, and the thief gets knocked out of the castle. Crom utilizes Falchion. We got 2 3 stocks in a row, and following up shortly after that, we have Ryoma to face off against yet another gay archer, the thing Fire Emblem is known for, being Leon. Leon takes Ryoma to the stars, doesn't care if he's a prince or not, he's gonna try and do everything at his advantage. Well, looks like the Crown Prince is kind of trying to utilize his knowledge of taking on archers after all the years of sparring with Takumi. And that all being said, he's going to need a bit more than just experience to get through this one. That's unfortunate. He got the sour spot down air, and then was trying to... He was still recovering from the fact that it missed, and couldn't recover himself. Whoa, my god! Leon was dash dancing over there. His speed must be off the charts.
Ooh. Needed on stage.
You got yoked. Peak commentary.
Ooh, looks like the trio mercenaries are back at it again. There's Balabar, Leon, and I can't remember the other guy.
That's all that matters, though. Ryoma gets sent into the stands, realizing this isn't his game. And Leon takes this match. Gay pride.
Dab. He's dabbing.
In this fight, looks like we got a bit of a double-edged sword. Soth over here is looking to try to fight for Makaya's hand, while Leo is just trying to show that he's a better prince than Takumi, but who knows if that's true. Hey, that's supposed to be Takumi's critical hit animation. Soth, what the fuck, dude? Oh, he called upon Makaya. Yeah, good job, asshole.
And Makaya, being the least powerful of all of the main characters of the Fire Emblem series, does very little.
Yeah, even heals the competitor. Oh, that was a pretty good combo, honestly. That is a true combo, by the way. Back throw into final smash. Leo actually knows his kit pretty well. Soth finds himself covered in metal and tries to push Leo away a little bit with his up B. Can't manage to fully knock him out yet. Even with that metal, Soth still has a serious disadvantage to work from, with Leo having been given that stock right at the beginning. No, that's the wrong thing to F smash with. You want to F smash with the other weapon. So okay. F tilt takes it. So sends that present, tries to send it over in Makaya's way. That was actually pretty good damage they just did there. Leo calls upon Camilla, the dragon. Oh, hey, it's the competitor of the last tournament. Managed to make it to semifinals, but unfortunately still doesn't do too much damage here.
With the blazing charge forward.
Yeah, I don't know why, that just looks so funny. Leo gets on his horse and just punts Soth out of the way with his gun, Brunhilde.
Going up against Xander, we have Gray here, and he only serves one prince, and that's Alm.
Once again, the Crown Princes are just throwing themselves into danger whenever they can. Why did he knock himself into Buster just for that F smash? Yep.
Huge, massive sword. Pretty, Oh, no.
Xander speedily gets back to stage. I'm a rider.
Going into Archer now with his long-range staff, he's gonna have to back up if he wants to make the most out of that.
It looks like
he
he is.
in my playthrough, in fact.
As much as it looks like Gray was taking it at the beginning, he's really not getting the kill moves that he needs. Commentator's curse. I didn't know that Simon's back throw was kill throw, but I guess at 170 anything is. That was fucking awesome.
I really wanted Gray to pick up that ray gun so I could call it a Gray gun.
Space Ingrators. It's not even Space Ingrators, that's Gradius! Oh my god!
The stocks are all evened up now.
Yeah, a fight was happening while we were trying to make stupid puns. Xander is, Xander manages to call upon the power of his retainers, being, Harry and, the other one.
Simon wins!
Well, that about sums it up, really.
Well, after that, a bit of dark magic. Speaking of which, we've got Henry going up against Soren. Both of them are mages, and we'll have to see which game comes out on top here. Why do they keep killing themselves?
Hey man, if I was from Fates, I want to kill myself.
Did he just throw that up in the air so he could up smash it? Is that just a flex? Henry just kind of darkly watches Soren fall.
Using that PK magnet didn't exactly work out for him there. But
Sure didn't, man. Starman's getting knocked around by Latios. Henry is finally casting some of his dark magic. Henry finally calling upon some of his dark magic. Did he just walk up slowly and down smash? Soren calls upon his two friends, being Titania and Ike again. Henry finally calling upon his dark magic. That was a fantastic read on Henry's part. Read the jump get up and up smashed into it. Yeah. Soren calls upon a bird.
one of the Lagoos that are bird people. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, it was that the prince guy. The dancer. Yeah, they have cat, tiger, lion, and wolf. And then they have the bird tribe, right? The hawk, raven, and herons. And then there's also a dragon tribe. He's hot. Holy shit. Anyway, not as scaly. The Prince of Regel versus the Prince of America, Alm versus Arthur. This should be an explosive match. No. No, not that far. Why is my controller getting stuck? It's still dragging down, I see you.
Justice!
Yeah, this is a pretty good representation of what America looks like right now.
Pulling out his royal sword, Alm is trying to get something done here. But now Arthur, moving in.
I don't even need to say, like, that's America already.
That fairy bottle could really be a big buyout of the banks.
Oh, he tried to freeze those assets before he got into his presidency. Yeah, a lot of smoke and mirrors behind the scenes. Jesus, the dunk! I can't see what's going on. It's all going on behind smoke and mirrors, like I said. America gets fucking killed. July is supposed to be the month America was born, and here it goes, dying.
Well, you know what? One day it'll be great again. You know.
These two old men are a bit past their prime, but Gregor's gonna have to go up against Hector and see who's really right to wield our mods. Ooh, Gregor's a little slow with his old man speed, but he's gonna show what it's like to have some speed like he had in his prime. That was poorly worded, but you know. Hector using our mods!
Gregor taking out his Greg gun.
There's Noe, the spooky child that nobody really wants to talk about. Neither of those hit. I don't know how that actually worked, but neither of those hit. Gregor gets a high kick up in there. Trying to show that he's not past his prime, but kind of knocks himself a little bit out with it. He gets winded pretty quickly, you know, age does that to you. Gregor is taken into an early retirement by the looks of things. Christ. That's kind of dark.
He really was too old for this.
Farewell. Round 2.
Frederick is a bit more used to dealing with nobility, so he doesn't fully know how to handle mercenaries. Looks like this one he's just gonna try and punch.
Both of these competitors have pretty good showings in their first match. But
They both did manage to make pretty interesting fights themselves, and this one, well, they were both known in their last match for being pretty quick fights. That was a necessary tech, and they're still just trying to make their matches as quick as they did initially, I'll say that much.
going for the brutal combo there.
Ike, you're not supposed to go out that far, man. You can't recover that. Frederick finally manages to get a kill off in this. And let's Crom cheer for him in the back, because Crom has even voiced the same character.
Oh, okay.
Well, Ike just got a sequel. That must be because Radiant Dawn got one and Awakening hasn't. And it looks like, just like most people use Frederick for the first few levels and then just kind of ditch him by the wayside, he gets knocked out in round 2, and will probably never be seen again.
Okay, this can't be edgier.
It really can't. Silas versus Navarre, guys that people kind of remember from those games. I can't see them, they're blending in too well. Silas is throwing his bombs around and catching them consistently. He's not blowing himself nearly as much. Wait, blowing up himself, not blowing. Oh god.
One well-placed hit right now from that staff would be a kill.
Do you just fucking teeter and then up smash the pill? Navarre can utilize his critical hit. Then this will be the end of Silas on this stock. But fortunately, it goes away. The killing edge must have run out of durability.
The reverse controls confusing him, but it doesn't look like that is doing too much.
Do you just limit the edge?
Hey, we can't be limiting the edge here. There's no limit to the edge.
Okay, that's just unfortunate. He was trying to recover, that got in his way. There was not very much he could have done about that. Final Smash is just sitting over there tauntingly. And there it goes. The crowd is at a standstill, as are the competitors. Is that the Mega Man from Mega Man 1 cover?
Well, unfortunately, turns out that he can't make it back to stage, so that'll be the end of that one.
Tobin, the murderer of Roy's father Eliwood, is going up against his child. But, looks like Roy's form is starting to fade ever so slightly. There might not be enough time for this to fully go through, but we'll just have to see if Roy can handle it. Roy is throwing out all the moves he can, but he's just kind of overcome with rage. There's no style or function to them. That being said, he does disarm this killer quickly with the bomb that he's gonna try and use on his own.
Perfectly catching it, leading into the almost definite explosion, just barely avoiding it.
The tech roll was absolutely imperative there for his survival. That was a good escape plan, Roy. He got out of there before Tobin could utilize his KO punch.
Bringing in, honestly,
it's Gray again!
oh my god. They are the best of friends, so, you know, every time they show up together, it's really something special. They share support.
This wall between them is,
It's pretty indicative of their emotional states. You know, there's just this massive disconnect between, like, honestly, how could they ever humanize each other, you know? I mean, it's literally the murderer of their father.
Sure is, and the long-range warfare doesn't end there. As soon as the wall goes down, they attack each other as though they were countries on kind of tight conditions. And another gun! But unfortunately, the killer just manages to duck underneath it before he can get hit by it. I don't know.
He X'd him out of this existence.
Yeah,
like,
he marked him off his hit list.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it is looking like it is in Roy's favor right now. We'll see if that changes.
Yeah, it's looking like he has a pretty good shot at avenging his father, but things could still change for the worse. We never know what an assassin has up their sleeve. He's dead. Oh.
Showing a bit more mercy to their opponent than might be justified.
Roy might be just toying with his prey now. He looks like he's pretty confident that he can do it. But, might not be too great.
classing into Mercenary now. Tobin might be able to get something off here, but it doesn't seem like it's likely. Chasing him down, Roy has avenged Elliewood and has perhaps stuck around at least long enough for the rest of this tournament to play out.
It does look like that, but, well, his form's getting weaker, and hopefully his strength isn't. He's gonna have to muster all that he can before he, well, you know. Marth versus Oscar. Looks like they're heading back to Krom's Kingdom for this one. I wonder why, you know. Marth seems to have some strange affiliation with this map. I really don't get it. Marth really tried to go for something there, but ended up getting saved by Oscar. What a good guy.
They're playing absolute ledge roulette here.
Yeah, they're trying to just get off of it any way they can. It's a poisonous mushroom, and it looks like it's going to push the assist trophy off. And to give him the opportunity. He's already gotten 2 kills with this one. We'll see if he gets the 3rd. It's looking like a pretty good opportunity for it, especially because that's, oh, Marth's double jump gone. What a good boy Oscar is. He's got a bird. He's got a nuke. Oh my god, that pose! Ooh, Oscar's rage is billowing out. He's tired of being the good boy. He's got to just get some of this out. Well, hopefully you got most of it out. Ah, Marth calls upon the power of Falchion itself and dies.
Oh, he's not done yet.
Yeah, once again, he's starting a blog, man. It's alright. Oh, Marth is using his own rage against him. He's pulling up old blog posts from like 2012. Come on, man, it was a different time.
Gonna get him fired from his mercenary job.
Marth utilizes his final smash at pretty high percentage, and well, tries to get more battlefield control on his side, but unfortunately it just calls upon a Goldeen. Hey, Krom is there in the background. He's watching stands, just kind of trying to get some vision on the fight to go on.
This might be coming down to it.
Oscar, standing firm like a tree, knocks out a king. Oscar has plenty of respect for nobility, and, well, it looks like he had a bit more than Owain. Callum looks like he finally caught up to Krom once again, just like he did in the game. It, looks like Krom is gonna have to keep a pretty close eye on him if he wants to make it to the, well, next round.
Ooh, Krom saw that air dodge come.
Yeah, Krom is really trying to show off that he's the true exalt of the kingdom after, well, never, you know. That, goddamn! I hardly even saw what happened there, but that was scary regardless. Krom must have just evolved into Great Lord. Did he just dash attack into boomerang throw like 3 times? Yet again, Krom is really showing up in this fight. This, I don't want to say too much, but this might be the second 3-star he gets in a row. Looks like Callum is not willing to do that. He's got too many options and can't decide on one.
Man,
Wait,
it makes it really hard to see Callum now.
Yeah, like, I was already having trouble keeping an eye on him. Oh, damn it.
Oh, man.
Where is he? He's even still gone. Oh, damn. What? I mean, I guess it worked, but still. The disrespect. Oh, come. No, where'd he go now?
Oh.
You see him? We told him not to do this.
He got hit from somewhere.
God, he almost just ate a bomb. Dylan just killed the chicken, and now sends them after... Oh, there goes Dylan.
Oh, no.
God, Dylan just actually erased Kellum from history. That was supposed to be his teammate, but he aggroed the chickens on him. Wait, no. Kellum, no! What just happened? Oh.
Wait, weren't we on Battle 4? When did it get to Battle 6?
I don't know. Regardless, the show must go on. Leon versus Leo. That's kind of funny.
Leon,
Leo just tried to escape out of there. You know, can't blame him. He's like the one sibling that didn't get to kill themselves in Fates.
oh,
Holy
Leon
crap.
getting brutally struck down.
I guess there's technically no rule about losers coming back to other tournaments.
Using a bit of Milla's turn wheel, Leon is able to maybe make something work here, but he's getting blocked. It's
Yeah.
not working out the best for him.
Leo decided to use all that time slowed down just trying to prepare Brynhilde. Oh, this is perfect. Now there's 3 gay archers.
Leon is, in fact, quite infatuated with himself as well, so this just really shows his, kind of some of his leanings.
This also kind of works with how I went in Heroes whenever I got like 7 of them.
Leon's showing off his bow skills. He's getting drilled. That's not what he wants.
You sure? Some people are. Okay, I thought he was. I forgot that didn't put him in special fall in this game. Wow, you just sniped Mr. Saturn out of the sky. No, guys, stop! He's already dead.
With the power of rainbows, Leon has been protected.
Pride Month was last month, guys.
It's not looking too great for Leon, I'll say.
It isn't, and Leo even has his signature staff. Now it's Leon's.
Black magic isn't exactly helping him out. Oh
he?
no!
What?
Using the tricky tactics of a mercenary, he footstools his opponent into an SD.
Dab.
Okay, looks like we got Gray versus Soren here. Potentially 2 mages versing each other. Also, returning back to that, Gray really should have lost that last one, but it seems like Xander's pride in himself cost him that game. We'll see if that happens again here.
Gray calls upon Tobin, the Dark Lord.
Now that he was banished, his true murderous tendencies have allowed him to ascend to the class of Dark Priest.
I don't know how I didn't realize sooner that this match would be boring his ass.
Oh,
He actually uses his axe to stop Soren from getting all the way back. He snipes that just to get it out of the way. He doesn't want anything going wrong against him.
Soren catching a ride on one of the bird lagoons.
He's breaking free. He's soaring, flying.
Gray trying to use some of Soren's wind magic against him.
Soren just smashed his ankles like 6 times. Well, what the f just happened with the axe? Soren, with the knee breaker, smashes him out of the competition. Gray looks like he's going to find Tobin out in second round losers.
If Gray used his final smash against Soren, I was gonna say like, oh, this happened in your game.
Dick. Looks like we're getting down to the nitty gritty with all this nobility. We got Alm versus Hector again. We'll have to see which one truly knows how to run their country. They both opened the match with roll backwards.
Ooh.
Damn, the backbreaker. Hector doesn't fully want to utilize our mods in this match for whatever reason, but it looks like whatever weapon he uses, he can do some serious damage. That being said, he's still a bit too heavy to get back to stage from that one. Well, Hector tried to really go all in for that, but didn't manage to get it too much. If Bone gets this, he'll really signify why it is that he got the remake.
You should have dropped the shield.
And just like that, round 2 is over. Going into round 3, and we have to see a fight between Ike and Silas.
Ike taking on the hammer that he could use to kill the Black Knight.
Wow, it's
Doesn't need it.
fantastic that he dropped the hammer, otherwise he really would have ended himself there. Fantastic edgeguard, even cuts out the arrow, clean in half. Ike just kind of stood there. He didn't really. He was expecting the bomb to go off, but it didn't. Silas shoots him square in the spine. It's kind of like what a lot of people expected Silas to do in the game, but then he didn't because Fates can't think past level 1 writing.
Man, we really need like a how many times have you shot on Fate's counter?
Not enough. It was very underwhelming of an exchange there. That being said, Ike has his Dragoon, which comes out pretty quickly. It's hoping their relationship with Soren, that's not the only thing that comes out quickly. Ike utilizes his tried and true edgeguard of just neutral B, which has hit like 3 or 4 times this fight. He's covered in metal, he's really facing the Radiant Dawn. We'll see if he's got great ether or not. Yet again, one more match to end with a final smash. With his form fading, Roy steps into the next arena for his next fight with Oscar, who is still just kind of smiling and doesn't seem to realize the brevity of this situation. Gravity of this situation. It makes gravity and fuck. Aw man, Roy gets one of his best friends, Lilina, to go out there and try to throw away the competition a bit more. But Oscar still has some fight in him.
He's got the Binding Blade as well. We'll see what he can do with that.
Ooh. Didn't even need the Binding Blade. He just exploded his car. Wait, no, Roy, this person isn't on your hit list. It was just the killer. What's he doing?
It's traumatized him.
It has. It's really changed
There's all
him.
the ghosts of the people he's killed.
Roy just blows away the competition. He's trying to just maybe secure himself a spot in Fate. He thinks maybe if he can do this, he can keep himself around a bit longer, but we'll just have to see. I mean, I don't know how time works. It's almost like we're writing this as we go along. As much as Leon isn't too much of a stranger to taking down nobility this tournament, Crom has gotten pretty good results thus far. He's taken out 6 stocks and only lost 1 or 2 himself. Oh, for
Well, it seems like this battle's taking place in Sophia Keep. And it's right around this time that the real results of these efforts will be shown off here today.
What the hell is he doing down there?
Getting
Wow.
a little bit more of his narcissistic tendencies out here today.
Honestly, this match is kind of intense because both of these guys have done surprisingly well.
Yeah.
I mean, Leon did kind of cheese out that last match, but still, Crom is a force to be reckoned with. What even happened?
I don't know. Showing up for the 3rd time today.
Yeah, she's just really upset that she lost the last match. She must have not liked how I edited the final part.
Their 3rd mercenary friend, who I still can't remember the name of, because they are very not memorable, shows up to help out in the battle here today.
There they
Almost
go.
got
The reason they missed was because the 3rd guy was out there on the field and he couldn't get in his car. Leon really wants to land so he can get this friend. Fortunately, it's not exactly the most helpful one he could have gotten. As things are turning out, Leon's taking a pretty close game here. But maybe Fates will be spun around and Crom will be able to cheese out the last stock here. With that close of a blast zone, it looks like it might be it. Falchion slams into Leon and sends him out of the blast zone. Again, that was a match that Leon was a part of where one person should have won, but it just spun around and, well, Kinda went against him.
Kamui! He just looks like somebody from Naruto.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some fans, but
I can't
he's got f***ing genie shoes. If Waluigi shows up, you'll have to be like, Kamui, that was it! Soren is trying to make his way up to the semifinals so he can go up against Ike and, well, at least just see him again, but it looks like Alm is trying to go against Tobin. He doesn't know both that he is now a convicted felon and also dead. Soren.
He really wants to see Ike, okay? He's gonna pull out every single trick he can. Ooh, a good first stock here.
It was. That knocked out Soren pretty quickly after it looked like he was going to have some pretty serious advantage. No, not serious.
Serious.
Anyway, Vincent showing up, showing Soren how much of a pussy he is. That's a bit mean. Yet again, it looks like somebody's getting knocked out pretty cleanly, but as we've seen in a couple of matches already, it isn't exactly early enough to tell. Soren could still bring it back, even if it's looking unlikely. That much is looking much more clear if he's not going to even try and utilize the healing field. Soren gets the power of the gun. Wow. Can we just take a quick note and say that that gun is never useful in any tournament it's been in?
It sure has not ever gotten the stock. I can't think of a time where that's happened.
I think in total it's done about 50%, and that was the 5th time it showed up. Just like I was thinking, things are looking like they're kind of adding up a bit more for Soren. He might be getting the comeback that, well, he kind of needs if he wants a chance at...
Once more, the signature move of Alm takes it and leaves Soren in the dust, leaving him, I believe, as the last Echoes representative.
As we make it into the semifinals, it looks like we have 4 protagonists. Well, 3, and Crom is effectively the protagonist of that story. But, that being said, we're gonna start it off with Ike versus Roy, and, well, does Roy look a bit pale?
Didn't expect him to get this far, honestly.
He's still toughing it out, like, he's using every ounce of strength, knowing that he can't exactly keep himself here much longer. Once again, Lilina shows up. Yeah, I never played Life Blade. I just know Lilina is great. I mean, just look at her. Look at how good Lilina is.
She's so good that she cleared that stock out.
Yeah, she knows that Roy really needs whatever help he can get here. And Ike has done pretty well thus far as well, so any help is certainly appreciated.
Definitely dodging death for a lot of those, but couldn't quite make it. Definitely dodging death.
That was pretty good. Good alliteration. That being said, the alliteration isn't enough to save him this time. Roy's feeling weak. That's like the first time he's actually acknowledged how tired he's become.
Is this gonna be another final smash?
By all intents and purposes, that one probably should have been Roy's, but well, Ike managed to keep it. Maybe he'll even have to use it on his recovery. We're down to the last stock, and Roy's still managing to keep himself afloat. That counter isn't exactly the best thing to get hit by. It would have been clear to most other people, but at this point, he's really just trying his hardest. Oh no, the ghosts are coming in. Roy's in his element. And there he goes. As much as he tried to keep himself afloat, Roy, just like his father, is starting to fade away. It's a bit sad, but, well, everybody meets their time someday. After Roy disappears from the arena, saying that he doesn't feel so good, looks like we've got Crom versus Alm. 2 more bits of nobility that are gonna have to fight to take on Ike.
Both these competitors have done really well so far, though.
They sure have. I mean, Crom got a 3-stock, a 2-stock, and then a 1-stock. Let's hope this doesn't become a 0-stock. On the other hand, took out an entire country.
This is true.
Wow. I think that's called gravekeeping. Hey, for the first time, the gun actually does significant percentage. All you have to do is make fun of it for like 2 whole tournaments.
Ooh, he could have very
pretty good,
easily
but
died there, but
he could have, and Crom set a pretty good trap, but manages to choose the wrong option. If he even went from the other side, that would have been pretty good. Neela's turnstile waits on the field, going against its user.
seeing all of his friends come down here and not really do, they made it far, but they didn't get absolutely through everything. Alm has prepared another final smash. It doesn't seem to be enough, though, and he's not looking in the best of straits.
I didn't know that the sentry gun could kill. We're down to the last stock, and Alm is in, yeah, pretty dire straits, as you said, but Alm's still sitting pretty down there. Smash Ultimate.
Final.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a pretty good way of saying it. Two protagonists going at each other. It's, honestly a bit surprising how some people managed to do. I, for one, didn't expect Tobin to get further than the first slot, especially not taking out Elliewood. But here we are. At the finals, we got Ike, represented by none other than Ike. Crom, represented by King DDD. Remember to subscribe to see how this one ends, even though it's going to be in the same video. It'll just make me feel better. There's two of them show up to the field. We've got Noir and Skull watching in the background.
honestly, they're trying to use the tactics that have got them this far. Crom using their dash attack and Ike using their aerials.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of all you need. If we really wanted to make it that accurate, though, I mean, Ike would have gotten the final smash by this point. That hit, that's pretty insane, but
And landing on right there on that top platform, there's no way he's gonna get out of this one.
that's pretty damn true. Speaking of no way to get out of that, Crom couldn't make it back from that. And Kirim is now out on the field trying to keep that place pretty cold. Crom utilizes the bumper to down tilt into it. Picks up the scythe despite the fact that it's best utilized against him.
Absolutely
That bumper
amazed
is
by this.
really, yeah, just doing work.
Amazed by this piece of technology.
Scythe's coming out. Ike manages to hit with that. It can knock good old Crom out of there pretty quickly.
It was honestly a pretty close game, though.
Sure is. If anybody gets hit with that scythe at this point, then it'll be the end of them. I think a lot of this will depend on who gets that mushroom, and, well, it's obviously Ike now.
Ike's aerials have gotten even bigger.
As did that up smash. Covered about as much as Ganon's would have. Crom would be the kind of guy that picks Chespin.
Down to the last stock of the final round of the tournament.
Yeah, this is actually coming down to last stock, maybe even last hit, if things continue on. Commentators are watching with bated breath. Skull and Noir have traded places. And with that, there's no way I can recover. And Crom is the crowned champion, just like the crowned leader of Elise.
The champion is King DDD.
You guys picked a bad time to not be furries. Well, now that the match is over, I think it's only fair to take a minute to remember the following. Please, remember to stay hydrated, and don't forget to subscribe. No, that's bad. Don't say that. Don't fucking end it on like, yeah, remember the following. Also subscribe to my channel.
Press F to pay respects.
Yeah.
F in the chat for Rob or Roy.
F in the chat for fucking Elliewood, man. His kid died too. Oof. Right? Haha.